Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Google Calendar. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about how to create calendars, how to add coworker or students to your calendar, how to create and modify events, and how to invite people to those events. So let's get started. The first thing is to make sure that you have your calendar set up in the view the way that you would like. You have several options from day to month to year to whatever you're most comfortable with. Beside that, we have our gear setting, our settings icon, which we will go into settings, and this is where we can add a new calendar. In this settings area, there are many things we can change as located through this center section. Also, add a calendar. So I'm going to click Add New Calendar, and I'm going to create a calendar called Meetings with Students. And then I click Create Calendar, and while it's being created, look over here to the left, and that calendar is finished, will pop up right here. And it's a color that will be on my calendar, along with all the other calendars that I am currently viewing. So I'm going to click back, go back to my actual calendar itself. And in this area, I'm going to show you how we can add a coworker. We click where it says Add a Coworker. Simply start typing the email address of that person who works in your organization, so at the kiskiarea.com domain. And when you click on it, their calendar will now be added under other calendars that you can see. And it will be assigned a color. So I can see that on my calendar, anything in yellow is actually something that is on Brian Swartzlander's calendar. The same would be true if I wanted to add a student. I would add the student calendar here. And then their calendar would be visible as well. The next thing we're going to talk about is how we would add an event. You have two basic choices. Number one, you can come to this red plus sign, or you can go to the date and time that you actually need to schedule the event and click. It will default to a 1 hour block based upon what time you had scheduled. A few things you can control right from here. You can add a title. You can control a little bit of the date and time, but most importantly is you can choose which calendar this is on. So on that Meetings with Students calendar that I just created, I change it, and the color of the meeting or the event changes to the corresponding color of that calendar. So I'm going to leave it on Meetings with Students, and then I'm going to hit more options so that I can go in here and what else you can actually change. You can change the date, the times, beginning and end. You can schedule it to be an all-day event. You can schedule it to repeat. You can choose a specific location for your meeting or for your event. You can schedule it to be a video hangout. You can add notifications by clicking Add, and then you have three choices: email to get a text message, or a pop-up, which is known as a notification. You can have multiple, so you want an email and a notification. You can change, once again, what calendar it's on. And in here, you can add a description, or you can add a file by clicking the paper clip. And then you're able to select here. You can also go to Find a Time, which is trying to coordinate times between you and other guests to make sure that they are available the same time as you. When you click back to Event Details, you can invite other people to this meeting. So you, once again, just start typing the name of the person that you would like to invite. And once you have added them, you have the option to make the event modifiable, where the guest can change it or not. And then you can click Save. And when you click Save, it's going to ask you, do you want to send this invitation to guests you just added? For my purposes, I'm going to click Don't Send, because that also brings us to our learn something, and thanks for watching.